flow. So tech, yes, I know I get it all. Relax, yes, I've been on these people looking at me how I do it, man. I be consumed by the good vibes.
What's up, guys? It's the Young Avell back at it with another video. I felt like making another video because I just wanted to reiterate. We're coming towards the end of the year, and by the way, I got the queen here, my other baby queen. She just ate, so she'll be attending this classroom session. I just want to reiterate and harp on the whole Adam 22 and Saint and Sinner incident, because to me it's not just some normal thing, right? Because it showcases to me a few different things. One is that the dark forces are not as powerful as you may think, right? Because as you saw, and as I talked about in the last video, Adam couldn't even be in the same room as the saint, right? And it just goes to show me that everything that Marquette, who is the saint, his nickname is the Saint and the Sinner, if this is your first time tuning into my channel. I did a reaction video to Adam 22 and Saint and the Sinner on the Whatever podcast, and Adam 22 rage quitting. It's a prime example of everything that the saint stands for. I'm talking about Marquette. Morality, truth, pressuring, like not being afraid of the dark and all that is not good in society, and standing up against that as a force for good and logic and reason and truth. You must stay true to that. Don't give in, no matter how it may look on the other side. You stand on your morality, stand on truth, and those things will ultimately supersede the darkness, supersede the evil that's in this world. You have to really believe that, and have that faith in that, because it's true. That is the most powerful force. What do they say? Everything that is done in the dark shall come to light. I've been thinking about that lately, and that's a prime example of it. And another thing too is that when this happened, everyone, like I said before, everyone was in the comments and sharing these viral moments. It showed me that, it gives me the sense that the pendulum is swinging back into the other direction towards morality and truth, in terms of, wow, somebody made a hard stop in the negative BS ridiculous space that is the internet, and that is modern dating and modern women and the whole overcorrection of feminism. Not the equal rights part, I'm talking about the overcorrection that has resulted in masculine women and where are all the good men and all that stuff. Showed me that the pendulum, that was a hard stop in that direction, and now I feel like 2024 is going to be, it's up to us now. We have to continue that momentum now into that other direction and help that pendulum continue to swing forward in the other direction, because we know that society is rough. Society is at an all-time low, I would say, in terms of morality and vileness and everything that gets all the attention and things like that, due to people's tendency to want to be entertained and people's short-term memory, and they just want to move on to the next thing and stuff like that. And it's gotten so degenerative, we find ourselves in the place where we're at now. But like I said, this was a hard stop in that direction, because it's like, this shit can't get really much worse. Where the simping has gotten out of hand, and the weak men, that whole saying, weak men create hard times create strong men create good times create weak men. We are in that weak men time weak men part right now. And the times are hard for a lot of people, But I feel like this represented a, hard, like I said, a hard stop, and made that pendulum swing into the other direction, because everybody's responses were, people were saying like, yo, this guy said what we've all been thinking and wanting to say, but we just don't have the platform to, right? So that was great to see. And we're moving towards the end of the year now, and so it's a perfect time to take that energy and kind of run with it, run with the ball, and run forward into being that type of person that you want to be. Because the easy way, the dark, like I said in a few videos back, the dark gives you things on the front end and takes things on the back end. So it presents it to you as the easy way out. But the easy way out is that's not the way to go. It's not the way to go. The more difficult route, the struggle, and I'm not saying kill yourself, like I'm talking about like put so many things on your back that you become so burdened as you walk up the mountain. I'm just talking about the struggle builds character, and the easy way out is not the best way to go about things. I told my boy today, we was talking about a specific issue that he was having with one of the women that he's dealing with, and I was telling him, like, first of all, don't have one-itis. You know what one-itis is, where you think that she's the only one that's gonna fulfill you in that way or whatever, and you might never find another one like her. But the other thing is that I put the ball back in his court in terms of like, who do you want to be, right? Because you're attracting these type of women that are basically responding to the type of version of yourself that you're putting out at the moment. So I'm like, who do you want to be? Like, who are you right now, basically, is what I asked him. If you want to change the quality of women that you're attracting, change how you approach the situation. Change how you behave. Change what your motives are. Change what your intentions are. Now, keep in mind, you have the tenets of the red pill, which is, the premise of evolutionary biology and, what turns the women on and why things are the way they are biologically. Use that to your benefit, but at the same time, be cognizant of your motives and intentions moving forward. So I say that to say, take control of how we're going into this next year, this 2024 year, because going back to the podcast moment, I do feel that the momentum is shifting, is swinging back in the other direction, because things, I don't want to say things can only be bad for so long, but I want to say that life ultimately has your best interests at heart. And I believe that. I really do believe that. And, one of my boys just passed away this past Sunday, and, shout out to you, my brother T-Mac, shout out to you, brother. I hope you hear this. I hope you see me putting this work, man. I'm sure you do. I love you. And, I know you're helping from on high. But I ultimately think that life moves in our favor. It is here. You're here for a reason. They have that whole saying, things don't happen to you, things happen for you. And with that being said, take that energy and move into the person that you want to be. One step at a time, one day at a time, one action, one thought, one choice at a time. And then let that cascade carry you into the new year, and use the beginning of that new year to push you in that direction so you can start off on the good foot. So that's really all I wanted to talk about in this video, just to harp on that, give you guys that momentum that you need, that extra push. If you're thinking about, if you're on the fence about certain things, I'm giving you that extra push. Move forward with it and just see what happens and keep going. So I wish y'all a great end of the year. I'm going to tune back in. I'm going to drop some more videos before the year ends. But you know, this one, I just wanted to give you guys that encouragement. So if you got anything, please share, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm here, I'm back. And like I always say, guys, remember, until next time, a greater perspective can lead to a greater connection. Peace.
All of a sudden I feel better with time. I know that I do believe it, baby. Reasons to seasons, maybe. I wish that we could live like fuck 9 to 5.